Jeez Louise. Please say it's not destroyed. Oh, it's destroyed. Hello everyone, my name is Mateo-Tube. Welcome back to another episode of Run8 Train Simulator. We are here in Bakersfield Yard because we have a job we have to do today. As you can see, we have a bunch of trains here, and we had a string of boxcars come in just a couple days ago to Johnston Farms, as well as I think Lair Brothers Farms. So we have to take this string of boxcars down that way somewhere and drop these boxcars off, do a little bit of shunning, and then we have a loaded string of boxcars that we need to bring back to the yard. So, without further ado, let's get in. Alright, we're going to be getting this train today, so let's just do this and start the locomotives up. Alright, got the train started up here. Just want to make sure that everything is as it should be. Good, everything is good. That's all good right there. Perfect. Let's put a tag on these. I'm going to put this as hold on one second. As that. There we go. And I'll put that as BAK. There we go. And let's get these string of boxcars hooked up and get to the other train yard. Alright, we'll get in here. I got to release the parking brake. Put on the lights. Let's also put on the rear lights as well, just because we are running as a light unit here. Okay, and there we go. So I mentioned it, actually, it's Saturday when I'm posting this. I know that I mentioned on a community post that I was making a video about the the Barstow hump yard. And unfortunately, I edited it, and I was like, oh, this is a great video, and then I watched it over, and I kind of thought to myself, no, this video is absolute dog trash, and decided that I wasn't going to upload it. So I'm going to be remaking that video. If anybody has any tutorials you would like me to see, do feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I would absolutely love to make more tutorials on this game. Yeah. I gotta say, I've been enjoying this game so far. I was thinking about doing a multiplayer session today. There is a guy who, and I just realized I shut down Discord apparently. There is a guy who does, ooh, we gotta stop here. There is a guy who does multiplayer, and I was thinking about doing a video with him. Well, we'll have to see what happens. He does stream late at night. So yeah, maybe I'll join him a little bit later. I probably won't live stream, but maybe I'll join. Okay. Let's get the train moving forward, and then we will get this string of boxcars hooked up and go over to Johnston Brothers Farm. Is that... Oh, it's because this. There we go. That would help out. Let's get that on as well, if I can do. Why? Oh, because that's on? There we go. We moving. Why does this sound like there's an explosion behind me? Jeez, it's a little bit scary. Alrighty, put on the independent brake, and we will stop right here. Let's flip the switch here. Voila. Oops, sorry about that. And where are the boxcars connected? The boxcars are right here. Track is already set. Nice. Is that one set? No, that's set properly. Okay, good. Ooh, this train's got a nice horn. Actually, you know what might be helpful? Is if I'm standing right here. Now, somebody in the previous episode did ask me, how do you stand on the back of trains? Basically, walk to any ladder like this one and hit E. Press F12 to get off. Alright, gotta slow down here. We're like flying in here. There we go. Now, I am using a rail driver if anybody is interested, so actually, if I go up on the horn, you can actually see some really interesting information, including speed and track speed and gradient as well. Put on the brake, Mateo. Jeez Louise. Wow. Why did the train not brake? I had, like, literally full brake here. Well, whatever. It's fine. You know what? It wouldn't be Mateo-Tube if we didn't crash. If you've been on my channel for a long time, then you know that it's just classical tradition that I literally crash every vehicle I get into. If you've been watching my Euro Truck Simulator series when I used to stream that on Twitch last year, you know that Total Trucks was just it was just tradition, literally. All right, let's get all these attached. They're all connected, so everything should be good with that. Now I probably could have opened the valve partially, but I didn't do that. All right, connect that. There we go. Oops. I wish that you know, it's like you got to get the right pixel when you're clicking this. You get the wrong pixel and you end up clicking the wrong thing. There we go. Connect that up. Now, the nice thing is the angle cocks are already open, so we don't actually have to worry about opening them, which is a little bit helpful. Connect that. Connect that. There we go. And we only have a couple more. So you can see Le and Joe right up there. So we have 10 GARs that are going to Joe. 11, I think, that are going to Le, or 12 that are going to Le. I can't actually remember. I have it on my spreadsheet here. Actually, no, I don't have it on my spreadsheet because I closed out Google when I started recording. Yeah, it doesn't matter. 10 are going to Joe, I think. 12 are going to Le, or it's the other way around. Doesn't really matter. All right, let's connect that. And last but not least, let's get a EOTD here. There we go. And that's going to start doing its thing. But first, we got to make sure that we start getting air flowing to the car. Okay, now, if you missed the previous episode, or, yeah, I think it was the previous episode, or my live stream, we have to put this to partial. The reason we have to put this to partial is because of the fact that if we put this to full open, basically too much brake pressure will release to the cars at once, that the train will think you're putting on the emergency brake. With that, the PCS system will activate and you have to reset it. Resetting it is very simple. Basically, just put your train brake into emergency, put the reverser into neutral, wait about 30 seconds, and then it will be reset. And then you release the brake, and you can now put your reverser into forwards or reverse, and you will be good. There we go. So now that should be good. Ah, dang it. That's never good. That's never a good noise. Now look at this. Look at this. If we go back to the train, look at that. The PCS has been activated, which isn't a good thing. So now what I got to do is I need to put that into emergency, and we need to check something. I think something might have been opened. Jesus. Okay. The heck? That was scary. You're in lead, you're in that. Okay, that was a little weird. Wow, this sound difference. Jeez. I only have one earbud in and the game is practically muted. Alright, wow. That's some good sound here. What are one of these open? Did I forget one of these? I must have. No, I don't think I did. Maybe it just wasn't up enough then. Interesting. Well, I just had a look around the train, and it appears that I haven't forgot one. So that is very interesting. And by the way, we already have another train approaching. Look at that. Intermodal. Or is it intermodal? I've heard some people say intermodal, intermodal. I don't even know. Interesting. Why did that do that? All right. Has the PCS reset yet? Ah, yes. The PCS has reset. So what I can do is release the brake. And now the PCS should be reset now. And is it going to start filling? It is. So let's wait for this to, I don't know, get more full. Ooh, that was very unrealistic. Mateo, you just walked through a train. In the meantime, we can enjoy this glorious Run8 locomotive. Isn't it? This is an SD70, right? SD70, and then that. I'm not too sure what that locomotive on the back is. It's a very, very common locomotive, but I know the I know it's weird. You know what? Every time you go rail fanning, you're bound to see this locomotive right here, and yet I don't know the name of it. Okay, let's see if this works now. Now, it says it's at 57. Ah, it is. And look at that. The brake pressure is increasing a lot more. So, okay, so 57 is a happy medium when you can finally put it to open. The journey isn't too far away. It's probably maybe 20 minutes down the track. So, how about we get going? Alright, let's do this. We'll turn the lights on. We'll slowly head down. Let's be careful. Train's beeping. And we're slowly going for it. There we go. Going 5 miles an hour, which you can see up here. Unfortunately, I could show you the speed. Where's the speed? Here's the speed. I have it also on my rail driver, and you can see the speed up here if you're interested, and all the other great information that's here. Okay. Here we go. Anyways, I'm very happy about how last video did. Thank you everyone who watched last episode of Run8 and liked it. I really do appreciate it. And more of this game will certainly be coming out, as I'm planning on stopping Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, just because that series is kind of meh. I'm kind of losing interest in it. So yeah, if you do like these videos, do make sure to give them a thumbs up. And I will certainly be bringing more. Because I gotta say, I hate to say that I'm kind of addicted to this game. This game is really, really good. This game's really, like, I don't know. The freedom in this train simulator is just really fun. Alright, can we stop, please? Alright, well, I guess this is fine. Well, this is fine. Because if we do this... Alright, I just want to make sure something real quick. Let's turn the lights on dim. I want to make sure that that doesn't go straight to that. No, that doesn't. We got to flip this one. Can we flip it? Flip it. There you go. And I'm hoping that this SD70... doesn't start moving yet. Is that flipped properly? No, it's not. Alright, let's flip this switch here. There we go. This is a time for a good picture here. There we go. I'll just take a couple screenshots. There we go for the beautiful thumbnail. There we go. And we can, again, head off. Get the brake going, and let's put in 3. You can see the speed up there. Alrighty. Take it up a notch. The track speed limit is 15. Now we're going to 15, so let's make sure we coast it. Man, I gotta say... This game's good. And I'm very happy about last episode. I know I already said this, but when I started recording last episode, I thought to myself, people aren't going to like this game. I'm going to get, I was thinking that I was going to get a comment about how crap the graphics are and about how this game is terrible and this and that. But actually, I was really surprised on how well it did. So thank you everybody who supports this game. This is an amazing train sim. It really is. And, if you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a like. I do have a Discord, by the way, and I am thinking about maybe doing some multiplayer sometime. I'm thinking about maybe doing a roleplay series with this game. This game has the elements that I need for a roleplay series. So if anybody would be interested in joining that, that could be a very fun and interesting experience. I did post about my roleplay series that I was planning on doing. If you have interest in that, do let me know. The first episode is going to be called The Newbie, if I do make it. So, it's going to have some comedy in it, for sure. And I'm excited to make it. Jeez, this horn is good. Although, did I really put this horn for this train? Oh, wow. What is this doing? Why is my horn... Okay, that's weird. My horn was like... I don't know. Alright, let's... You know what? We'll continue moving forward. We don't need to do this. I need to coast it. There we go. So yeah, I am thinking about doing that, and I'm currently in the process of building a world for my roleplay series. It's going to kind of be in the style of my FS story mode, which was inspired by Daggerwind's survival roleplay. It's going to kind of be in that style a little bit. I kind of veered away from my original style, the way that I was recording it before, to try to find my own, because it was too much like his series. And yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. But it could be kind of interesting. Is that set properly? That is set properly. We do have a couple... actually, no, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn these off. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I want to keep the stats on. And we'll turn off... we don't have mileposts. We will turn off the industry tags, because those are ugly. Here we go. We do have a couple freight cars that are here and ready to be picked up as well. I believe that those tankers are ready to be picked up, and we have a couple box cars around the corner. So I might either do that off screen, or maybe I will make another episode of this, and we will we'll pull those, and we will see where they need to go. Maybe we'll set up an AI train to go up to Barstow. Isn't it that the AI will recognize Barstow, and the AI will actually park their trains in Barstow? I'm not entirely certain about that, but I was watching a YouTube live stream with the guy that I was playing multiplayer with, and he did mention about how the AI don't recognize Bakersfield, and so they won't stop their trains in Bakersfield. However, they will do that in Barstow, I think. So, I don't know. We'll see. I was playing with the hump yard in Barstow, and that was kind of cool, so maybe we'll have to do some stuff down there. I haven't been down there with a train yet. I've only teleported down there. Which, this is Barstow, by the way. It's a crazy yard here. It is quite an experience. Okay, here we go. Hopefully everybody's had a good week. It is Saturday. Hopefully everybody has a good weekend. I do apologize about not having Farming Simulator out this week. I was going to have it out today, and then I was like, oh, I'll record some Run8, and then that Run8 video turned out to be crap. And now it's like 9 o'clock at night, and I'm like, oh, I'll finish my... I'll record another Run8 video. So, as it is 9 o'clock, I might unfortunately not be able to finish, but we'll have to see what ends up happening. Alright, the speed limit is 25 miles an hour. Those freight cars there are about to be unloaded, I think, so we could take those somewhere. And no, those freight cars are not from the tutorial episode. Those freight cars are actually from my own time. I was playing this on my own. There we go. And we got a street coming up. Look at that. Man, why is my horn doing this? Look at that. What the heck is this? That was weird. Did you see that? There we go. Oh, game lag. I'm surprised on how well this game plays. I usually get 60 frames. Now, obviously, I'm getting lower frames. If you look in the top right corner, you can see my frame rate. I'm getting lower frames because I'm recording, but it's actually still pretty good. Like, honestly, that's actually not bad. There we go. We have one more street coming up, and then we have to... Oh, we actually have a green light. Interesting. So I'm not going to actually have to contact the controller. Oh, jeez. Why is my horn cutting out? That's a little funky. What? Okay, weird. Okay, maybe I just need to press harder. There we go. What? My horn is actually cutting out. I need to be firm when I'm pressing down, then. There we go. And we do have a green light, so that's good. Normally, I'd have to go into the DS menu, and I'd have to contact Auto and be like, hey, can I enter the main line? But since the light is already green, we are free to enter the main line, and that means that the Union Pacific that was in front of us... where's the Union Pacific that was in front of us? Oh. Maybe it's this guy. The BNSF that was in front of us is far enough ahead. Oh, maybe it was that guy. Yeah, it was the Southern Pacific. There was the Southern Pacific that came through here earlier. And I saw him. And then there was a BNSF that passed just before I started recording. So, yeah, that guy's way ahead of us. There we go. And then we'll be able to increase speed. And I think the speed limit's like 55 miles an hour. So we'll be able to get pretty real here. And then the first string of buildings that we see, actually it's the last string of buildings we see is where the unload point is. And then there's a couple box cars that we have to pick up. And the industry there has told us that we need to move a couple box cars because apparently they're out of the yard, apparently, or some other train brought in a couple more box cars and they want us to move them closer. You'll see, the box cars that have open doors are the ones that they refuse to load. I don't know, the guy that runs the place is a perfectionist, I don't know. For some reason, if the cars aren't in the exact right place, he'll be like, no, they don't exist in my life. Even though they're there, and technically they're not even that far away, you could still load them. Maybe it's just company procedures. Safety. I don't know. Here we go. Look at that. Wow. Everything is working out very well. We're going 27 miles an hour, as you can see up here. There we go. And I think the next light should be green, actually. That's good. All right. Let's wait for the train to be fully on the track there. Should be just a couple seconds. And then we will be able to increase speed and have a more fun ride. There we go. Anytime. There we go. Let's take this up to 4. You can hear the engine spool up. So I'll take that up to 5. There we go. Oops. So sensitive. Honestly, this controller is very sensitive. And somebody else mentioned that these controllers are very sensitive. There we go. Okay. Awesome. 31 miles an hour we're going now. I'm going to actually take this up to 6. There we go. I'm going to stop moving. You know what? I'm going to stop zooming in. Sorry, that might be really annoying. I was annoyed at myself for zooming in when I was watching this. And it might make some people motion sick, so I do apologize if that is the case. Oh, man. Alrighty. See there. Okay. Look at that. 41 miles an hour. Here we go. Maybe I could take it up a notch. Look, you can hear the train spooling up now. Certainly sounds good. I gotta say, the sounds in this game are really amazing. By the way, is there anything else here that's clickable? I haven't really seen anything else. I know that the light switches are clickable, and you can also interact with the windshield wipers by hitting V. I don't think that there's actually a button here that runs the windshield wipers, unfortunately. There we go. Turn them off. My right ear did not appreciate that. Alright, let's keep going. We're slowing down, apparently. Actually, to be honest, going this way, I didn't realize this, but this is actually, well, this right here is downhill, apparently, but if you keep going, it actually starts going uphill, and if you're carrying a heavy load, you'll struggle. Your train will try to roll back down. I don't know, I think this right here is downhill. Actually, if we're to take a look here, there you go. There you can see the gradient on the top left-hand corner. The gradient is negative 0.40. So this is actually a downhill right here. And then it'll start to go uphill. So we do have to be really careful to make sure we give the train enough power. And don't slack off. Because that would be bad. Look at that. We got a green light. Woo. We got a green light. I'm going to take this down to 4. There we go. Oh, sounds good. No, why did you go? I mean, okay, that's fine. You want to go down to notch 3? Go down to notch 3. Apparently, my controller is in between notch 3 and notch 4, and the game chose 3. There we go. And we're also slowing down, but at least we'll be able to maintain speed a little bit. I'm going to take it up to 4 because we're actually starting to lose speed pretty quickly. Starting to lose speed a little quicker than I'd like. Wow, we are actually starting to lose speed. We're going 55, 54. Let me take that to notch 5. Excuse me. Jeez, of course I start having the hiccups as I start recording. Tradition now. Appears to just be tradition. That I start having the hiccups as I'm recording. Is that a street? That is. Whoa! Jeez. I may have started the horn sequence a little bit early, but that's okay. Whatever. There we go. Man, I get this bell button. I have to hit the bell button. Like, I hit the bell button from the side, and it doesn't click. Man, it's just like the horn, I guess. All right. Do we have any trains behind us, by the way? Ooh, we have 1 train behind us, 2 trains in front of us. And I think that's the train right there, actually. No, it's not. What about this guy? Is this BNSF? Okay, this BNSF is going to be going onto our track. So we might have to be a little bit careful. These box cars that are currently sitting behind us, I'm going to put this in idle. These box cars that are currently sitting behind us have to go on the left side. There's sidings up here on the left, and they do have to go there. So we're going to have to switch over to the other main line. And if we have another train in the way, we are going to have to wait for it to pass before we can use that track, because then we'll get in the way. And then we risk on derailing, which is obviously, you know, no bueno. No bueno for anybody. Jeez, look at this. 35 miles an hour. Yeah. I'm going notch 6. And I'm not increasing speed at all. We do have a street coming up, so let's make sure we honk at it. With that. Gates are down, I think. Whoa, car. Calm down. It's like a minivan. Chill out, minivan. I saw you. I know you were thinking about going around. Is that a track right there? No, that's not. It's just, I think, milepost thing. Milepost 316. No defects. No defects. Which this game actually... There you go.
Detector, milepost 318.8, track 1.
There you go. I do love the fact that the game has that. That's something that the other train simulators don't have, right? The no defects. Classic sound. If you've ever been in a cab of a train, you always hear that. Or even if you carry around those, like, radios. If you're a rail fan, or you might carry around one of those scanner radios, and you'll hear the no defects and stuff like that. Kind of cool. I believe we have a... Nope, that's a bridge. That is a bridge, Mateo. That's a bridge. All right. Wow.
Detector, milepost 318.8, track 1. No defects. No defects.
You know what's crazy?
Total axles 100. Train speed 42 mph. Ambient temperature 72 degrees. UP detector out.
I was gonna say, you know what's crazy? I'm notch 6 right now. And I'm currently losing speed. Oops, I might have messed this up. Let's try that again. Alright, let's put the train into idle because I am going to have to stop soon. There are box cars that are just over there that we do have to pick up. But first we're going to have to wait for the other train to pass by. We might have to remove Auto because Auto is going to be like... But I would like to make the train behind you go in front of you, and you're switching a track, which means it can't. Let's put in... I'd like to keep speed a little bit. I'm slowing down a lot faster than I want to. There we go. I think the box cars are just behind that bush right there. Okay, here we go. Jeez. Wow, this train really needs power to get up here. Alright, the drop-off locations for these cars that are behind us are just over here. Actually, if I put that on... no, I need that. There you go. You can see Leia right here, and Joe is right there. We do have a street coming up as well. Sorry, this might burst your eardrums out, but warning headphone users. I'm even going to lower mine. Because I do want to pay attention to see when the last car passes the train track. Because you'll notice that there is a switch right here. So we need to get the train past the siding, back it up, and go this way into this siding here. So we got to do a little bit of maneuvering around here. But first, we do have to wait for the BNSF that is going to be passing by. Actually, it's not too loud. Jeez. You know what? I'm just going to go forward. And, actually, you know what? We can just start stopping. Let's just let the train glide to a stop, shall we? because I'm not going to be able to see all the way back there. And I know I could get off, but why get off? We're in the comfy seat of the cab. Okay, the BNSF should be coming around the corner anytime soon. You can see the BNSF right on the top here. We are run 2473, I think. Yeah, I think we are. Unless we're BNSF 7293. But I don't think we are. Excuse me. Maybe we are. Actually, maybe we are. Can't tell. Alrighty, let's stop. Put the lights there. We probably went a little bit too far, but whatever. Wow, why is it that the, I don't know why the dynamic brake works like this. Go. Oh, wow. I thought I was a lot further away from the crossing. Apparently I'm not. Alright, so let's just take a look at what we got to do here. We got a train that's just behind us. So I'm gonna reverse the train just a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna start reversing. Alright, if I'm able to, can I flip this? No. I can't, because there's another train coming. And then we're gonna have to go over to this track, and then we have to flip it over to this track, and go to Joe and Le, and we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna shunt this, because it'll be a little interesting. And then we have to take those cars back to the depot. Stop! I mean, that's not as far as I really wanted to go, but fair. Fair enough. Hopefully this will go far enough. I'm going 3.6 miles an hour. It's just 3.6 Rontgen. Not great, not terrible. Classic saying that I've literally said on this channel for a long time. Can you please roll forward? Thank you. I need these beautiful crossing gates that are animated to go up. Thank you. See, Train Sim World. Is it really this hard to add this to your maps? I mean... Oh, well, because we're rolling. There we go. Train Sim World. I know that you have animated train crossings on one of your maps, but is it really that hard to add animated railroad crossings to your paid DLC maps? I mean, it breaks the immersion when you're trying to railfan in a beautiful game like that one, and the railroad crossing gates aren't animated. It's just an immersion breaker. All right, we got to wait for this BNSF train. Actually, it might be far enough away that we don't have to wait for it. There he is in the distance. He is coming. He is going to be passing. He's going pretty quickly, so this will be fun. Let's watch this. Wow. All right, that was pretty neat. That guy's booking it. BNSF. Really booking it. All right, let's see if I can flip this now. Can I... Why can't I just want to flip said switch. Can I flip said switch? Ooh, I can flip said switch. Can I flip switch? I can flip switch. The only one I cannot flip is this one. Which means that I'm going to have to go into the dispatcher real fast. Flip that. Go into the dispatcher, make sure he's enabled, and let's reverse this train before the dispatcher decides, hey, I'm going to flip it back. Alright, we'll slowly start reversing now. Because we got a train that's coming in the other direction. That Run8 train that appeared is on its way. So let's make sure we can get out of its way. Can't hear the horn. I'm not going to bother honking at the street. And hopefully that train is just as exciting. Although we're probably going to be shunting, so it's not going to be that wonderfully exciting. There we go. Alright, before we do this real quick, I do want to make sure that this is set properly. Because if it's not set properly, then that's going to be a shame. Alright, we're going to go in there. The first cars that we need to finish, that we're going to need to shunt are Le. But first, before I do that, I'd like to get this train across this so I can switch it back. We're going to get some errors. Excuse me. The auto should be... Excuse me. Hiccups right as I'm recording. Otto should be able to figure out on his own. I'm going to start putting on a brake. Jeez. Put on the brakes. Can I flip this back? Yay! So now the Run8 train will be able to do its business and get past us without having any issues whatsoever. All right, let's go on to this one. Now, the first cars we need to unload are Le. So let's go unload Le in the Le siding. Apparently, a train has multiple routings. That's beautifully wonderful. All right, Le is right here. Now, the way we need to do this, we do need to be really careful when we're doing this. Is this Le? That's not Le. That. Okay, two people are talking over each other, apparently. All right, let's flip this track here. Half of the cars are going to go in one siding. The other half are going to go in the other. Let's make sure that we are very careful with this. We don't want to, like, smash them into the siding. Look at this. You know what the crazy thing is? I'm currently idling down the hill here. This is how much of an incline this is. What's the... oh, it's... Wow, look at that. 125. I'm literally in idle right now, and the train is accelerating. All right, well, now we're slowing down because I just put on the brake. But we were actually... Yeah, we're accelerating right now, so we do got to be really careful. I'm going to turn off that. It's not what I do. I want to have that. I'm going to turn off that. No, I'm going to turn off that. Because we know that two of the cars have to go here and the other two have to go there. And look at that. The other train is approaching. Yay. So we're going to have something to watch while we're doing some shunting. Slow it down, Mateo. Slow it down. Somebody has multiple routings, apparently. That's fine. As long as they keep going and they finish their jobs, I suppose I have nothing to be mad about. Shoot, I just put on the stupid emergency brake. Gosh dang it. Oh, gosh. Well, you know, I said it would... You know, funny thing is, I said it wouldn't be... I said it wouldn't be an episode on Mateo-Tube if I didn't crash my vehicles. Didn't I say that? Please say it's not destroyed. Oh, it's destroyed. Look at this. This is one thing I love about the game. Look at the destroyed coupler. Just look at it. It's demolished. Jeez. Hello, Mr. Run8 train. You did not see that. Now, partially why this happened is because I had, yeah, I put the train into emergency brake, freaked out, and then, well, obviously nothing good happened. Put the train into emergency brake. Don't do that. Don't put the train into emergency brake. That does nobody good. Now, let's very carefully wire... Wow, this is really heavy. Jeez. And the crazy thing is, this train isn't even loaded. Wow, that's a really heavy train. All right, well, that happened. We're going to have to fix this real quick. Now, watch what happens when I fix this. I thought this was kind of funny. Let's remove that. Check out what happens when I fix it. Listen to what the guy says. Did you hear that? That's kind of funny. Now, we could roleplay that. We could take this up to bar style and fix the coupler. All right, so now that that is done, we need to... I guess it's just going to chill like that. Let's put on the brake here. Wow, look at this guy, inner model. Let me put that. Inner model train this is. Actually, no, I wanted this on so I could see where the edge of the siding is. All right, this is the last car that we're going to be able to do. So let's put on the brake. Let's close that. Close that. We'll disconnect that. Open up the coupler, and we will move forward. Turn on the lights. No, we will go to the back of the train, and we will shunt the last set of cars into their appropriate siding. All right, let's flip that correctly. Put this into neutral, and let's try again. If I was on Twitch, I'd say, how about we do a prediction? Will Mateo destroy this set of train cars? Maybe not. I'm just going to idle it. Okay, that is actually stopping the train. Can you maybe roll forward a little bit? Game, maybe? Roll forward! Okay, here we go. See, now you can tell that Mateo is trying to be really cautious, right? Don't you see Mateo trying to be really cautious? He doesn't want to screw up this time. Why isn't that siding a little bit bigger? I feel like we could fit like another car in there, but I guess not. All right, I'm going to put the brake on. Ho! The reflex, the what do you call it? The bounciness, I guess, of the car. I gotta be really careful. I'm not taking any chances on this one. We're not breaking this poor train coupler. Jeez, wow, this independent brake that I'm putting on. Like, I'm putting on the independent brake, but then I'm also wow, what is this doing? Jeez, whoa, calm down. Not taking any chances. Wow. Would you relax, train? Jeez. This train has literally no chill. Oh, it's fine. Jeez, look at that. All right, well, that's fine. That's fair. That's why the buffers exist. All right, let's make sure the brake is on that. And will the train fit? Ah, it will. Actually, we probably could have fit 2 more train cars in there. Look at how far this siding goes. We probably could have fit, like... Yeah, we could have fit 2 more in there. I guess we'll have to see if Joe fits. I don't, Joe said 12, unless I read it wrong. All right, let's close that. Let's put on the brake so it doesn't go anywhere, even though it shouldn't. Close that, disconnect that. We'll open up the coupler. Now we can... Oops, my voice cracks. We can now go forward. All right, put that. There we go. Go, and that is detached. How about we put a flag? Yay, flag. Woo. And let's rock forward. You know what'd be nice is if you could put a camera on the last car. This is where multiplayer is really good, because in multiplayer, you could have your friend be the conductor, so your friend could be standing on the last car while you're driving the locomotive, and he could be doing all the detaching and everything like that of all the train cars. Meanwhile, you're sitting here in the driver's seat. Or if you're playing single player, you have to do 2 jobs, but it could be really cool. That's where multiplayer can be really fun. And I know people have done it, and I think on the server that I'm a part of, they do allow it. There are voice channels. You can, of course, do conductor work if you would like to. Do you reckon that that we'll make it? I reckon we'll make it without crossing the street. There we go. Man, this was the fastest shunting I've ever done. Previously, I took cars out of here. This is the first time I'm actually bringing cars into this lot. There we go. Flip that. Now, the question of the month is, will this fit? Well, I would say it would. All right, I'm gonna do that second one first. Let's put the train into neutral. Let's hop on the back. Let's not take any chances. Let's be really careful. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna remove the poor the poor flag. Excuse me, my voice is going to crack. Of course it is. And we're going to just glide down the hill, apparently. Okay, that was a little scary. We weren't stopping. Now the train's like, oh, wait, you want me to stop? No, I didn't want you to stop. You could have kept rolling the way you were rolling. All right, you know what? Maybe what it is Mateo needs to chill out. Mateo needs to just chill with the brake a little bit. Now he's being a little too cautious. This is what's going on here. Mateo is being too cautious. No, please don't stop. Please don't stop. Please don't stop. Please don't stop. There we go. And we'll just carefully bring this in here. What is... Oh, my... Let's turn the light off. Jeez. Or turn the light on dim. My dog is snoring in the background. You can't hear her. Because my wonderful... Jeez. That took all the force. I feel really sorry for these couplers. These poor couplers are taking all the beatings. Alright. But it wouldn't be a classic Mateo episode if he didn't crash the train. As I said a million times. Alright, let's put that on there. Now, weird. Alright, brake is applied to that. Close that, disconnect that, open up the coupler, and let's go. There we go. There we go. And now... might be a little bit too early. Nope. Take that a little bit forward. Can you please move forward? Move out of the way. Jeez, okay. Stop. Now, okay, now I don't want you to move, and you're like, oh, I'm going to go take off now. Can you move? Thank you. There we go. Maybe this will be the smoothest smack onto the buffer we've ever seen. Okay. Slow your face. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to put on full brake. Because guess what? We don't even need to... Look at this. This train is so small, we don't even need to hit the buffer this time. Right, put on the brake there. Put on the brake here. Is there a brake enabled on one of these trains, by the way? No, it's not. All right, Mateo's just a little crazy. If you haven't seen yet, Mateo can be a little bit erratic when he's driving trains. All right, let's put on the light of the rear locomotive since we're going to be driving as a light unit. Get back into the cab, and we can head off again. There we go. Put on the... Oh, yeah, I already have the light on. Never mind. There we go. And the train has detached. There we go. Awesome. So now we're going to go on to the main line again, and we're going to grab a couple box cars here. We got to do some shunting around. So there's 3 open box cars there. Actually, there's 4 empty box cars. There's 4 loaded box cars. These box cars right here, with the tags over them, are loaded. And there's 3 at the end that are currently not loaded. So we need to shunt them around. The loaded ones are going to go on this track. The empty ones are going to go into the siding more. Unfortunately, they didn't want to load them because the owner's a perfectionist, apparently. And if they're not in the right place, he will refuse to load them. So that's why these 3 here are unloaded. Actually, that one is loaded. So it's just 3 that are currently unloaded then. Should be pretty easy. Won't be anything ultra difficult. Although, what would be really helpful is if I would actually send the train in the right direction, which would result in me flipping this switch and flipping the next switch over. There we go. And hopefully this one will flip. No, you're not going to flip. Why? Is it because there's a... There's no... There's a BNSF coming? No, man. That ain't... That... Okay, it's fine. You know what? I can do something cheaty-weedy, and I can actually just go over the switch without flipping it. We'll go the cheaty method. Because look at this BNSF. He's all the way back at the yard. And this train right here is us. Wow. All right. The game really doesn't want anything coming. I mean, there's a red light right here. Like, why doesn't the light just turn red and be like, hey, there's a train in the way? But no, doesn't want to do that. There we go. Although, I will have to turn off auto to be able to flip that switch. go. That is flipped properly. We need to flip this back. We'll flip this. If I can do. There we go. Let's just watch this. Can you move? Sure. Shablam. There we go. Put the train in idle. We're going to need to connect this. Let's close that. Is that closed? That's closed. Actually, we could open that. And I need to make sure all of these are open. There. Okay. Is that connected? That is connected. Partially open that up and wait for the brake pressure to increase. We got any trains coming? No trains are coming. All right. I'm going to turn off industry tags because I feel like it. Let's just move forward. We'll put the light on. Man, look at how heavy this train is. Jeez. Unless a brake is on. A specific parking brake appeared to be on. And while I'm here, I also want to go here. And I need to put that to open. There we go. There we go. And this will be the last job for today. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to park the full ones next to the siding here. And then we will take them across the way to the other main line. Do some shunting around. We'll take the engines. We'll put them on the other side. And then we'll go back to the train yard. And that will be the end of the episode. Those train car, look at that. See, now the light has turned on. It is green. There we go. Let me. Okay. Got the dynamic brake on here. All right. Put that off to off, and we'll put that there. Blech. All right, disconnect that, disconnect that, close that. We will open the coupler up, and, oh, I'm going to have to back up just a little bit. Because apparently there's too much pressure on the coupler. There we go. Blech. Now I can open it, and I can go forward. There we go. And now we're going to park these 3 empty ones in this siding right here. They will hopefully get loaded by the industry, and then later down the road, we'll probably end up taking all these cars back. There we go. That should be enough. Should be enough. Should be enough. We stop like a glove. I wanted that there. All right. That's going to sit there. We will put the brake on that. Watch this not be in the right spot. Nope, I wanted that. Nope, not mileposts. I wanted that. Ah, perfect. Perfect. Look at that. Like a glove. All right. Now, do you guys like having the industry tags on? In my opinion, they're a little bit bulky, but for the sake of recording, I'll turn them off. Just so that you can enjoy the looks of the train. Actually, you know what? I could even I could, blah, 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 blah. Could even turn off the destination tags if that fits your fancy. Well, the destination tags are not that bad. Kind of just an entity that are there. All right, disconnect that, open the coupler, and let's go. Let's go, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Okay, there you go. Now you're moving. Rocking and rolling. Oh, slow down. Okay. Let's connect that. open that up, partially open that one up. And these should already be loaded. Oh yeah, they already have brake pressure in them. Let's open that all up all the way. Turn off those lights there, and now we should be good to go back onto the main line. I think that BNSF is still a little while away, so we should be good to go for now. Auto is enabled, and auto has yet to pull that back. We're probably going to have to pull auto back so that we can turn this siding properly. Unless auto will let me do it right now. Will auto let me do this? Auto lets me do this. Perfect. This will just make it easier in the later stages. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip. Should I do that? Should I put it on this siding here? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on this siding. There we go. And I'll flip that one as well. If I could ever see my mouse. Mouse! Alrighty. Let's get into the train here. Put off the park and brake. I see, look at this. I release the parking brake and the train is like, wait, you want to move forward? Or you want to move in reverse? Is that where you want it to go? I guess we could watch from back here instead of sticking our head out the window. Okay. 5. Let's put in 5. Put the bell on as well while we're here. Look at that. I gotta say I love this detail for some reason. First time I passed this, I was like, oh, that's cool. Truck has its hood open. I don't know why I thought that was really cool. It amazed me for some reason. Maybe it's because some games don't go that far with details. Maybe that's what it was. I'm not 100% sure. Now this light should turn green. I mean, not that it really matters. This game doesn't really care if you go past a red light. It's not like Train Simulator where you go past a red light and the game is like, you've chosen failure. Your life is now over. Or, what is that one game called? World of Subways. World of Subways 4. Literally past a red light and your life ends. Your life as a subway driver literally ends. That's what it is. Okay, I'm just going to take a look behind here, see when the railroad crossing gets up. Then that way we will know when we have passed the switch. Should pass it any day now. Any day now. Okay, there we go. Get up here, and we'll back this up. Got my lights set properly. There we go. So we're going to go across the main line. We're going to put them on here. We're going to take the locomotives, and we're going to put them on the other side. So the locomotives will now be attached to this coupler as opposed to the coupler they're currently on. And then we'll take them back to the yard. And that will be the end of this wonderful episode. So hopefully everybody has had a good episode. You've enjoyed it so far, and you're sticking around. Give it a like. Also subscribe and join my Discord. And because I do plan on going live with this a little bit more. Wow. Can this train stop? I mean, wow, we're on a 1.15 gradient, so I mean it shouldn't be that terrible. Alright, let me put that back to off, put it into neutral, put the lights into dim, and what I'll do is take this off, because I don't need the flag anymore. Put it in release. Put that there. Let's disconnect this and go to the other end. Okay, close that. That's what I want to do. Close that, disconnect that. I haven't made the mistake yet of disconnecting this before I close the angle cock, so that's good. Please say I disconnected this. I never disconnected this, apparently. Did you disconnect now? There we go. How about we put on the class lights? There we go. Have the beautiful class lights that they don't use on trains anymore. Actually, if you look at some older locomotives that run on like CSX and stuff like that, you'll actually notice a couple of the trains do have class lights still on them. It's kind of fun. Kind of fancy. But they don't use them anymore. And I think it was really only Canadian International railways that actually use class lights. They had those 3 class lights that would go up here. If you played Train Sim Worlds Oakville subdivision, I think it was, they did have trains that had class lights, and I thought that was a pretty cool detail that they added in. There we go. So there should be a switch right here. Wow, listen to those train sounds. Right there. I think we'll be fine. Yep, I have the dynamic brake on. All right, let's put that to neutral. There we go. Get out for the last time. And go over here. Like a glove. And the funny thing is, I got scared that I was going to run into this. There we go. Okay, and we'll leave that light on. Actually, I'm going to turn that one off as well because I'm going to be changing cabs. All right, let's get this hooked up. Open that up. That's actually good, so we could open that up to full. Let's double check everything. We'll put an EODT at the end of this. And we're going to go double check the industry real quick. EODT. Open up that. It's going to do its whistling thing. Let's just check this real quick. So, we dropped off at Joe. And we dropped off at LIH or something? LEH. So LEH and... what is the other one? Joe. Oh, it's YBK50. All of the places we just dropped off at were YBK50. There we go. So look, everything's loading. It should take 48 hours. Interesting that... okay. KIR. Yep, those ones say KIR. Those ones are loading. Everything here is loading. So in about 50 hours, they should be done. Put the lights on. There we go. Stick our head out the window, because yay. Okay, well now we can head off. One thing I did want to check real quick is I think I left the window open in the other cab, but that's okay. That's okay. We don't need to worry about no window, no stinking window. And now we're going downhill, so we're gonna have to be careful of our speed. Yeah, we're at a 1% gradient, which isn't terrible, but it's not wonderful either. And by the way, do we have any other trains coming? We have a Union Pacific on the way. We're currently over here somewhere, so the Union Pacific still has a fair distance away. We're probably not going to see it at all, so we don't need to worry about it. Jesus, I just started whistling. It scared me. There we go. How about we slow down? There we go. Because we are going a little bit fast, which, I mean, it isn't terrible, but it's not great either. There we go. Let's just close the window for now. And we get into the main line. How about I just flip it now, then? You know what? I'll just flip it now. We don't need to worry about it later. There we go. Oh, my God. Slow the heck down, Mateo. Slow down. Jeez Louise. Jeez. I'm even running on idle here. Okay, there we go. Bell's off. All right. Now we're home free. We can just get going here. Let's put that up to 5, and we will return to the train yard. Now, we are going to have to contact Otto and tell him that we do want to go back to the train yard, because there is going to be a red light. And we might have to wait for the red light. Actually, is that a train in front of us? 2960. No, we're 2960. All right. Did I remember to flip that? I did. Let's just have the wonderful window open, shall we? There we go. Turn the bell off. We don't need it anymore. There you go. And we're going 50 miles an hour. We're booking it down here. Is that a train track? That's a train track, Mateo, not a crossing. And that's the same bridge I honked at earlier. That's a bridge, Mateo. You don't need to honk at this. It's a bridge for some sort of, like, ditch system, apparently. Jeez, alright, we're going 60 miles an hour. Calm down.
Detector, milepost 318.8, track 2.
Alright, got the brake on here. I just like to maintain speed, even though technically we don't need to. I mean, not going to kill you in this game.
318.8, track 2, no defects.
No defects.
Total axles. 40.
Oh, look, we have another train coming. How sick.
7 mph. Ambient temperature 74 degrees.
74 degrees. What's the temperature right now? Oh, wait, is this the temperature of the train? I think that's the temperature of the train. Because right now it's February, although how hot does it get in Bakersfield? I'd imagine since it's California, right, it gets pretty warm. Then again, that's coming from somebody from Ohio. For all I know, maybe it's 0 degrees Fahrenheit. There we go. Look at that. BNSF. I don't like how quiet the horn is. Unless, wait, is the horn? Oh. I mean, I guess it's not too quiet. Look at that. Oh, man, we need to slow down. We're going 70 miles an hour. Let's put on the dynamic brake here. Ooh, he's got some center locomotives. Look at that. He's got some center power units. What do you call that? Middle caps? Not middle caps. Middle units? Center units? I don't know. BNSF and Union Pacific love them. Never seen... Actually, I think I've seen them once where I live, where a train has the units in the center. May have seen it a couple times where the units have it at the end. Very rare here, though, where I live. Very rare to see that on a train. But that was pretty cool. We saw another train that passed us. Pretty neat. And we're carrying some cargo. Man, this train is really heavy. All right, we're going to have to make sure we start slowing down. Because there is a red... Oh, actually, we got a little ways away. Never mind. Just take a sip, because my throat be mega dry. There you go. See the red light that's way up there? So that red light is at the intersection that basically allows us to go to Bakersfield Yard. Then if we continue forward, that's Union Pacific. I was thinking about getting Bakersfield. That map did look pretty interesting. See, if we click Bakersfield, it'll actually add Bakersfield to our game here. So it's not like Train Simulator, where you have to get out of the game and then go to that separate map. It actually adds it in as part of the map. So, like, you literally get a whole new area, plus this area to play with, which is pretty neat. And then I thought maybe Cajun? Actually, apparently this is pronounced Cajon. Oops, don't want to do that. Apparently this is pronounced Cajon. I thought it was pronounced Cajun, but apparently it's pronounced Cajon, which is quite interesting indeed. Alright, they do want us to start slowing down. Nice thing is we're actually slowing down naturally here. There we go, I'll just put on the brake here. And we can start slowing down. Now I'm going to get the DES menu here. We're going to tone up the dispatcher. And I would like the signal. See, you can see on the left-hand corner, we are currently talking to the dispatcher. And he has acknowledged that we would like the train light. Acknowledge, run 2690. And he'll hopefully turn that to green. Maybe orange. Or he'll keep it to red and be mean. Or he'll say something, maybe he'll say something really mean, like, you will go when I tell you to go. Because that's something he would say. Hey! He turned the light to green. Woo. Alright. Awesome. Light is green, so that means we are free to go ahead, although it would not suck to slow down. So let's start slowing down again, because we're going, how fast are we going? 43 miles an hour, and we're supposed to be going 20? Put on the dynamic brake here, just to help us slow down. There we go, that should be good right there. Now we should naturally start slowing down. I'm going to leave this window open because I feel like it. There you go. See, he flipped the track for us, and now we'll be home free back to Bakersfield Yard. Jeez, alright. I love the fact that you can feel the locomotive tip to the side if you go around something too fast. Oh, you feel that? You can also see the train sway back and forth, which is really good. Keep it on first notch here. And we will slowly go back. Why can't we go faster than this? I want to go. I want to go back to the yard. Why is it that we can't go any faster than this? I will never understand. Wow, I've been recording for 42 minutes. Jeez, I've been recording for like an hour. This game, you will waste hours in this game, let me tell you. That's the one warning I will tell you before you buy it. You will waste a lot of time playing this game. Because this game, you'll just be doing some simple shunting. And you will go, and like, next thing you know, 3 hours passed, and all you did was some shunting. And you'll be like, oh my god, where did all that time go? You'll get immersed in this game. Like, ignore the graphics and everything like that. You will get immersed. Oop, I might have to stop the train and go. Heard a noise. Okay. Although I might have been something else, never mind. I'll know if it's what I think it is. And I'll have to stop the train, and then we will finish the episode in the morning. So close. Alright, that was a fail right there. We're going a little bit quick, so let's just brake a little bit. Do we have any trains coming, by the way? Ooh, we do have... we have a train that passed us. That's the BNSF that just passed us. We're going to have to flip over to the side track. We'll take this into the yard. Jeez. Calm down, brakes. Calm the heck down, brakes. Alrighty, let's just get out of the train here real quick, and I would like to flip some switches. So we're going to need to flip this switch. Oh, why? That switch can stay put. We will flip this one. And that will be it. How about we keep this one straight? Okay, I want to make sure that the train isn't farther than I think it is. Keep that one straight. This one can turn, and we will put the train... We'll put the train in the same siding. Yep, we'll put the train in the same siding it left out of earlier today. And then we can do some shunting with this. We need to get those tankers that are over there. See, some of them are going to Bakersfield. Some of them are going towards Barstow. So we're going to need to set up an intermodal. Not an intermodal. We're going to need to set up another train. The lights are red, but that's okay. We'll continue passing them. It's perfectly fine. I mean, we could roleplay this, but we don't need to. Don't need to. Okay. I was thinking about getting the Amtrak pack. The Amtrak pack looks pretty cool. This game does come with 2 Amtrak locomotives. I think it's just like the kind of base locomotives. But I was thinking about getting the Amtrak pack. I think that'd be pretty cool. Maybe do some passenger runs. Hey, Dragon has another shout out. Hello, Dragon. All right. Hopefully you are enjoying this just as much as I am. Gotta say, this game, I've been having a blast in it. I took a heavy train down to, what is it called? Tallahassee or something like that? It was Tehachapi and Cameron. I took a train out to there, dropped off at 2 locations. Actually, I think they're still. I think as of right now, those 2 locations, if I remember what they were called, are still loading. What was one of them? Honestly, I can't remember. Mon was one of them. Mon, LOQ 53. LOQ 53 was one of them. LOQ 53. Here we go. So yeah, I took a full loaded train up there. It took me like 3 hours to get there. It was pretty sick. And I dropped off a bunch of cars there, and as you can see, they got like 30 hours or so until they're done being unloaded. So that was pretty fun. And there's a bunch of hills. After you leave Benna and go to CP Ilmon, there's a million hills as you go through here. So it can get pretty intense. And it's all single track. Look at that. It's single tracked. So you're constantly having to stop at red lights and wait for trains as they pass. So it can be pretty intense. It can be, yeah. And you can see, look at all the trains that are here. And I had the spawn menu set to 1 train every 5 minutes. And I realized that's way too many. Don't ever have it set to 1 train every 5 minutes. Excuse me, geez, I'm going to start coughing while I'm having the hiccups. Excuse me, while I am recording. Classic Mateo move right there. I am speeding. No, I'm not speeding. I'm going 17 miles an hour in a 15 zone. Not going to kill us. Not going to kill us. Okay. Let's bring the train to a stop here. Okay, we'll turn the light off to that. There we go. Put that into that. And we will, I guess we'll leave the train like this for now, because we're not going to need to do anything with it for a little while. I do have another train I need to pick up, by the way. The train that I used to take those loaded cars all the way out to Tehachapi is currently sitting at a fueling island, so I need to do that. Let's set that to that. Put the parking brake on. Yeah, the train that I took over to Tehachapi is currently sitting over here at a fueling island. So you can see we got an SD45, I think it is, GP40, I think, as well as... Oh, we have another locomotive. Where did I get... Oh, this was my shunter locomotive. Yeah, I forgot. I was doing some shunting the last time I played this. Yeah, that was my shunting locomotive. But these 3 locomotives went up to Tehachapi. And I gotta say, this NS locomotive, pretty fun to drive. Yep. Alrighty, let's go back to the train. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for this episode of Run 8. If you did enjoy this episode, make sure you give it a like. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more. We have done it. So we took a bunch of freight cars, we dropped them off where they need to be dropped off, and we brought a bunch of freight cars back. In the next episode, we're probably going to, if I decide to make another episode of the next thing we need to do, it'll probably be taking those tankers over. We'll bring them here. We're going to make a long train and send it to where it needs to go. So that'll be fun. Yeah. If you're enjoying this game, make sure to give a like, and that'll be it. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. See you later. Peace!